Alright guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my channel. My name's Pete, and today I am on the Weetock Trail, and I'm going to spend the night out here. Got my pack hanging. We will be talking about all this later, but what do you say I take out my hammock and tarp and set that up, and we'll go from there. All right, what I got here is stakes and lines and a ridge line for the tarp. This is the tarp. And we'll set the hammock up first. This is my hammock, and I also have the Ranger roll tied onto that. We'll go over that after I set it up. So let me get some straps on this thing and we'll get her set up. And it does matter how you put these straps on, guys. You want it to be like that so it doesn't stress out the tree, the strap, or the carabiner. Yeah, no guns and knives in the hammock. All right, so when you're in your hammock, you want your ridge line to be like the way I was told. You don't want it like I'm hanging a dude tight. You want it like guitar string tight. So that feels about right. Let me see if I can play a tune. Well, we'll have to practice that. Alrighty, so what I did here, guys, is I got your standard issue Ranger roll. I got a poncho liner and a poncho. And, ooh, that came loose. And what I have done with this is I have tied it to the hammock. This hammock has D-rings, I guess, for an actual underquilt. Well, I made one, so it's been working for me. It works down to about 40 degrees. It's supposed to be about 40, 45 tonight. We'll see. And here where my feet box is, it's adjustable. And I got it on a bungee cord, so it'll give a little bit, right? And then up here, I can loosen or tighten this as needed, and that's my shoulder box. Trust me, guys, it's working out good. And why does it work so good? This here is a piece of sheepskin, guys. It was originally for an Adirondack type chair, I had gotten it from my dad because he lost a leg to diabetes, and he was in a wheelchair, and he had a peg leg, and well, he just needed something more comfortable to sit on is what I thought. So I brought this up to him, and when I brought it to him, I shouldn't say this, but long story short, he had just went through recent medication changes, and my stepmom, bless her heart, she said, you know, we let him sit on that, there'll be no way to clean it. And I'm like, okay, I understand. So I took it home and didn't do nothing with it for a while until I got a hammock, and I figured out I can lay it in a hammock. Just like this. And I got a string right here. I'll tie it to a D-ring, like this one right here. And this is a piece of shock cord, so this moves a little bit. We tie that like that and like that. And this covers my shoulders down to about right there. So that keeps me really warm. And I'm actually thinking about writing the people where I got this from and asking them to custom make me one for the hammock, because then might be a little big and bulky, but I got to thinking what I could do. So I could pack up my motorcycle, and then I could lay it on the seat and up over the backpack, and I'd be styling and profiling. And wet or dry, these things retain their warmth and coolness. So that's something to think about. Might be worth the extra bulk. Anyways, let's put the ridge line up. And this ridge line is just your standard brightly colored paracord with prisset knots and some small carabiners, so I can put this up on the tree, and then I can hook the carabiner up to my tarp, and in theory everything's good in the hood. So let's see what we can do here. Now on this end I got a loop, so we'll just wrap this around the tree and peg it. So for those of you that don't know, you simply run your string through the loop, put your stick in there, and now you got an easy out knot. Oh man, I don't have enough freaking cordage. Son of a bitch. All right, well, not the end of the world. This here is exactly why we carry extra cordage, guys. Okay, so we have extended that a little bit. All right, so we got plenty of slack now, so we will do this. About right there. Make a loop. Take a bite. Okay, so now we got that. So now we take our toggle. We're going to put the toggle inside the loop, and it's very important that your short end goes on the inside end or the bottom. Okay, now we pull this tight. And that's not going to come loose, guys. Okay. I'm just going to put a couple of half hitches in this just to hide it. That'll just barely work, guys. Okay, so let me check my phone one more time for the directions. The wind is supposed to be coming out of the south to southeast. Okay, so north is that way, south is that way. So the wind is supposed to be coming from this way, kind of, sort of. So this is going to be the back of the tarp. Okay. Oh, and I ain't said nothing about this yet, guys, but when I came in here, now these look like they might be a little damp. I guess these are some fire starters, zip fire starters. They appear to be in the bag, but maybe a little condensation, so I'll give them a try. They may not work because I got wet, and they might work just fine. All right, so let's get some stakes. All right, so I got my little pillow here, and it says, you never see a motorcycle parked outside of a psychiatrist's office. I would say that's pretty much true unless the psychiatrist has a motorcycle. All right, and this is my River Country Products summer bag. This is good to about 45 degrees or so. I just unzip it and use it as a top quilt. And just for a little bit of insurance, a poncho liner. And I'll be sleeping good tonight, I can assure you that. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. Yeah, this is a gold armor tarp. Like I said, it's 12 by 14. There's tie outs on it everywhere, so you can make this thing work just about anywhere, I would think. All right, there's a short one. Actually, all the ways off. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the damn camera off. I'll show you this thing when I get it set up. I can see this is getting boring. Alrighty, guys, so I got my hammock, my sleep system, and my tarp all set up. What do you say I disconnect the camera from the tripod, and I give you the nickel tour? Alrighty, guys, so here's the back view. I've got 4 pegs holding the side down. And as you can see, there's an awful lot of room under there. And I got my pack hanging off a stick. And I tied up my ridgeline with a toggle and a trucker's hitch. I've got a prisset knot right here and a carabiner hooking to the tarp. And as you can see, I got the tarp in porch mode, but later on I'll be dropping the flaps down and making it a little more cozy. Got my welcome mat down.